What's up guys, this is thesssain. I wanted to make an update video about the Apocalypse build because quite some things have changed, which are really important since my last video, and a lot of people in the comments were asking why I have some stuff different. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to give a shout out to Chucky and Sanctum. I will link their stuff also below. I asked them a couple things, and yeah, I just made my own version. I also used uh, the Paragon of Chucky. Like I just made a couple changes. So yeah, check them out in the description. Anyway, so what's really important is we don't use pyrosis anymore, because this node here is really important, the demonic spicules. I mean, we are talking about pushing now. And also we don't use greater hex. We use fathomless and demonic spicules for obvious reasons. It's just more damage at the end. And to proc them, like for fathomless we need to summon demons, and for demonic spicules we also need to damage them with demonology skills. Yeah, that's why we swapped in Bombardment. You can also try out Blazing Scream with these nodes here, however you preferred. But if you see, if I cast it one time, the Bombardment, it already summons the 7 demons for the Paragon node. If you check it out with Blazing Scream, like, I mean, it also does quite some hits, right? It depends a bit how the monsters are positioned. Like, if there's a lot of stuff on the screen, this can maybe hit more often even than Bombardment, but Bombardment is, I think it generally has the higher potential. Anyway, feel free to test those two around for yourself. I personally am going with Bombardment for now, and most other of the Warlocks that I was talking to, I agreed with that. But it might be that in 1 week it's different again. So yeah, just test it out for yourself. Okay. So also you can stack this up really well with Bombardment, the demonic spicules. And on my last video I was still using the sigil on the bar, and yeah, this we don't use it anymore, because if you look a bit, we can stack the Apocalypse up really fast with Bombardment and the Umbral Chains together. So yeah, in the planner this is updated everything, and this is quite important, especially when you're pushing. I personally think you can also use greater hex in normal content if you feel like you die too often, because greater hex will give you the damage reduction, so you can either drop demonic or pay them less, in my opinion at least. Yeah, okay, now I will go over the planner for a bit and explain some other changes. Okay, here we are. So I updated the skill tree, what I'm using now. Um, let's this up a bit. Like, yeah, I just took some more points here to have better cooldown, because I still prefer the kill rune. But you can also try out with the Prit rune that you don't cast it yourself. I just took some of the sigil stuff here that is kind of useful. Yeah, they get auto casted from the nameless set. That's why you don't need them on the bar if you read the set. On the set charms, you want the +4 ranks to Hellfire or Occult skills, and on this charm, you want crit damage or occult damage on the bottom. But ranks to occult skills, it's also fine. It's almost the same, like 10%. It depends how the rest of your gear looks, how many ranks you got from the other stuff. Okay, about the gear, a couple things changed. Um, on the weapon, I learned something new, but this is really hard to get. I doubt that many of you will see this, but apparently that's what I heard. I didn't do it myself yet. You can, when you get the gem strength on weapon and it is still modifiable, you can remaster work it to gem strength, which sounds a bit OP. And then yeah, and then you can also transfigure it again and get something like quality, like the gearing can get totally insane this season. These are, I think, all the important changes on the Paragon. The Paragon also changed quite a bit from last time. But yeah, about the Death Aura, I'm not too sure yet. It fits quite well in the board to double the rare node effect, but it's not so important. The issue is we always get the 40% resistances with Bombardment, which is kind of nice. Um, yeah, but this is not fixed for me yet. Like, I might swap this around later. We see how it goes. But as always, feel free to test things around for yourself. Um, yeah, otherwise, there's not much more to say about this. It's just, as I already said, we swapped out the legendary nodes, Greater X and Pyrosis, which I was using before. Also, I swapped to Rahir. Um, You can also use Subo, but I personally felt like I was still struggling too much with dying and not with damage in when I tried to clear the pit. Yeah, that's just why I swapped to Rahir. And Altkin also has some defensive ability, which can be useful in some situations. Um, I think these are the most important changes. Everything is in the planner, and if you have any questions, just make a comment below. I will answer them all. That's it for now. See ya.